All right. As we come back, I'm looking at one of these things. You know, when we talked about earlier, we interviewed Coach Hobbs, the golf coach at Jacksonville State University, because Danny, what's how you say his name?
Willett.
Danny Willett.
Yep.
Danny Willett, who won the Masters, played golf at Jacksonville State. So when I heard that Jacksonville State had gotten themselves in the news again, I thought to myself, I wonder now if Greg will run a 5K for the golf team.
Right? Yeah, that was good.
And I started talking about this. Greg, I must warn you. I must warn you. This is now 2 5Ks for you, and it's only going to get worse.
Rick, since you brought it up, member of the audience, Matt Covey, good friend of mine. He
Where's
was
Matt?
Matt was youth director at the First Baptist Church, Manston McClellan, for a while. Now he's at Antioch and Oxford with Sprayberry and them guys.
Well, he told me that when he was at the first church you mentioned, that's where Mom and Dad and you said that he's seen Mom have to get on Dad and call him a few times.
Oh, well, yeah. If you were there, that's every Sunday.
Right.
Well, Angeline Licato, is that her name? 9th grade student from Mumford High. Recently received a double lung and heart transplant. They're having a 5K for her April 23rd. Of course, they brought me some paper to sign me up. So here we go, right out of the gate.
Are you going to become the Rick and Bubba 5K guy?
I do encourage everybody to go do this one, though. I probably will not be running.
But, Greg, you're not running them. You're stopping and starting.
I know, Rick. Right. But, hey, there's a lot of people that do that. Y'all tell the truth.
How did this go, this one you did
Rick, I came out of the gate. Now, look, this is my second one. The first one was at night, and it was a little flatter. That helped. Yeah. And my goal was to go at least halfway and then start my what I call 30-10 when I run 30 and walk 10. Then it reversed, and actually I was running 10 and walking 30.
Yeah. And, I like that one even better.
So I come out of the gate, and I'm digging. Anyway, the whole crowd, everybody's happy, and then we make the turn, and you feel like you're running forever, and you're probably a quarter of a mile into it.
Sure, right.
But you got to understand, there's a lot of people that are at my level, and actually a lot of people that were less than me. I'll have you know I came in third in my age classification, which means there was about 3 of us in my age classification.
In your age classification, you were probably 3 of 3.
But what's funny, so I'll run, then I'll walk. I never stop. But then,
but you're not running a 5K.
No, Rick, I'm just surviving a 5K.
He's moving through a 5K.
But listen, there's a lot of people. Some just walk. Some do what I do, the old 30-10. But I'm running, and I'd hit to my walk spell, and all of a sudden I kept hearing, people are going by. All of a sudden I hear this elderly lady go, "Come on now, you can do this. Step it up. You can run up this hill." And I turn around, and she's got to be 65, 70 years old.
Greg.
Listen, and so when I would see her, and she'd say that, I'd take off and just boom,
you can't get ahead
blow her out of the water, and then I'd go back to walking. All of a sudden I'd hear her again, "Hey, you better step it up," and she'd catch me again. Boom, there I'd go.
Come on, you got to take this hill.
She did it all 3 miles.
But she never stopped running.
No, she was running, so I would blow her away because I'd throw in that gear I got.
Oh, just the gear you still got.
And then I would be so worn out I'd have to walk, and then she would catch me because she was steady running. And then she always caught me at a hill. You can run up that hill? Where I go.
So it's like you meemaw getting on to you?
Yeah, and then also there was a young lady I met that's her husband listens to the show and all this, Sharon. And she was about the same pace. We were the same way. I would get ahead, and then she would come by. And then at the end, we were going, okay, we're going to run from here. What I do, I'll look and like say a power pole. I'm going to run from here to the power pole, and then I'm walking. And then we kick it in at the end. Of course, she really kicked in and beat me to the line. But I always save enough energy so at the point where they're all cheering you on, when you get there, it's a big, everybody's going nuts. Yeah. I'm digging. And they think, man, that son of a gun.
He's been smoking.
And then they look at my time. They go, well, man.
Somebody said he was third in his age division.
I don't know if you know or not.
Well, let me ask you, Greg, a couple things I want to ask.
Yeah.
A couple things I got to.
Here's the deal. I got the cardio to do it. I feel good, but my whole body just, man, you banging on that pavement. Your back's
not good for you.
There was one point I almost called Uber to come get me.
Greg.
And then let me out just outside the finish line.
Yeah. Well, first of all, there's a couple things I want to, because you of all people, and I know, see, Greg has a soft side people don't know about.
He does.
So hard to get to it. Oh, it's my friend.
It's like a turtle.
It's that same voice when he talks about his dogs. It's the same voice he uses when he talks. That's that soft side of, that's my friend. Okay. So anyway, but Greg, no way, no how would you let any of us put a T-shirt over a sweatshirt.
Now that was a mistake.
Yeah.
Two things happened.
Greg, would he let
it was cold. No, it was cold. Listen what happened. It was cold when I got there. And I thought, it's kind of cold, so I had my sweatshirt on. Then they said, well, they want me to wear this T-shirt. I said, well, crap, I'm cold. So I put it over my sweatshirt. I look like that Gooden. It's almost like that guy swims in a shirt. Same thing.
Greg, why would you do that?
Same thing. Just trying to
see. That's that soft side.
But here's where I messed up. Once you get to running, you heat up a little bit.
Yeah, sure you do.
So I got a sweatshirt and 2 T-shirts on.
2?
And I got to pee. I didn't have time to run to the bathroom before we started.
Why did you just run off in the woods?
I got a big orange T-shirt on.
Because you afraid that old lady said, get out of the woods, get out of the woods.
You can pee later.
Get out of the woods, let's go.
Listen, and I did see everybody would see me. And we're in neighborhoods, Rick. We're over at Bubba, right there by the church where you had that shootout.
I love how you always
where you had that shootout. Let's go.
But it was yeah. You can go up that hill.
So did you run up that hill next to the church?
No, we went down that one. Thank God.
That's the course that we used to run on the baseball team. That's what Coach Abbott talks about when he calls in all the time. Running up the hill. I guarantee y'all ran up that mountain.
Oh yeah. We went actually. I'll give them this. There were some other hills, but on that one we actually went down.
So you walked a 5K in a sweatshirt with a T-shirt over it,
and having to pee,
and people talking to him, and he can't really breathe
and
good
being
to talk
chased
back.
by grandmother.
I don't like talking when I'm
motivated.
running.
If it hadn't been for her,
let's keep it moving.
My time was a lot better because of her. Because she would come up and guilt me into running,
and then you
don't
take
be mad with me, run.
And then you'd go off and leave.
Listen, I'd be digging,
and then she'd catch.
Because I said I need to get real far out because she's going to catch me eventually. But I'd be so out of breath, she'd catch me.
Come on, young man, let's take this hill.
Step it up. Candy, I bet you're hot in all them shirts.
Did you put a T-shirt over a sweatshirt, you Igbo?
You look like you got to pee. Yeah, said I do.
Oh, wow. So, Greg, I got to warn you, this is your new thing. You've
already
already been handed another one.
That's right.
You've already been handed another
April
one.
23rd
Greg.
at Munford Stadium. Oh, I can run through Munford.
Greg, of course, they might not know the deal, though.
Well, no, they don't. That's not every appearance.
Greg, you ain't never done an appearance somebody write you a check.
You've never said
Well, Rick, I've been trying to give him money to come to the tennis match.
Well, how about this? You know what the new thing is? Have him run through.
You know what? The cross country course is right there. We can run you around that.
Why don't you do that? Find the old lady. She makes him come.
Here's my goal. I'm doing it.
Man.
Rick, I'm doing it because she needs to go to every one I'm at. Here's what I am going to do. I'm running one in October, obviously, for the crap run, my second annual.
Yes.
For the Venetia's Foundation. By then, I'm going to be able to run the whole thing without stopping.
Now, do you do that one for free?
Yes.
Okay.
Rick,
well, I'm just checking.
Well,
I want people to know what they're getting into.
That's right. Hey, Greg,
There's
I know
nothing
you
wrong
don't
with
hear
that. You bring a lot. No, that's an investment.
Yeah.
That's
not
true, Rick.
There's nothing wrong with that. It's
You've
an
got
investment.
you've got a big heart if a check comes.
See, Greg, you got as big as hard as me.
outstanding heart.
As I say, I go play in golf tournaments for free.
You know why?
Yeah, absolutely. They don't charge
But you
them a
actually
thing.
enjoy playing
Don't
golf.
charge them a thing. I go play in
But
these
you
charity
enjoy
events.
playing golf.
Well, absolutely.
You're right. That's what I mean. It's just like these people. But you get to
Depends
play
on how my
golf.
back's
But you
feeling.
get to play golf.
I was so sore yesterday morning I couldn't even move.
Such a big
Well,
heart.
I have warned him of something, and we talked about it on the kickoff hour. You've even already started on it. Is we all talk about trying to do a little bit better, and hey, we're gonna go. Yeah. And people think,
I don't
oh
do that
gosh,
much better.
they're in shape and they run, and that's not really
No,
the case.
he can't run a 5K.
I don't like
3 miles is a long way to
For
run.
me, it is, yeah.
You realize that people who really run 3 miles is nothing.
I
Rick,
know.
when they looked at me and
Oh,
said,
yeah.
hey, you're halfway, they got the people through the trail. I thought, halfway? I thought this was the end.
He thought it was it.
Halfway. Here's some water. You're halfway.
You know what you thought of? Okay, this shirt over my sweatshirt wasn't so bad. Then you realize, wait a minute.
run. I'm catching you.
You better go get the other young man.
Don't be mad with me.
Rick and Bubba.